Farm All Danzel here on a nostalgia trip. What we've got here is a three-wheeler sold by Montgomery Wards somewhere in the mid-60s. Came out with a 5-horse Tecumseh engine. This one here a few years back was changed over with a Honda engine. Bike's been sitting for quite a few years in the barn, but it's perfect shape. Nothing wrong with it hardly. I put chalk on it, maybe you can see if Montgomery Wards. It has a Honda 7-horse motor on it now. Runs its power through a jack shaft. Right off down into here and over to the wheel. Really gets after it. A little slow on the takeoff, but it really got after it. This one's been sitting in the barn for several years now, but still freed up. Really good shape. Farm All Danzel. One more bike for the nostalgia. 1974 Kawasaki 175 dual purpose bike. This bike here has been sitting in the barn for around 20 years now. It's all there. It's free. It's not bound up. We hadn't ridden it in a good many years though. I forget what happened to it. Something happened to it, so we quit riding it. 1974 175. 2 spark plugs. And the favorite of all of them, this is a 1979 Yamaha 175. This was my most favorite riding dirt bike around. This one right here has been sitting for about 20 years, just like all the others. Went on to something else. Never did get rid of them, just stuck them in a barn. $1979 175. Real tall bike. That's one thing I liked about it. By golly, nobody wanted to bum it. Real tall. It was a stretch for me, and I'm 5'10". Tiptoe. Gotta tiptoe to hold this one up. We might start this one up in a little bit because it's still intact. Just a kickstart stripped out on it, but we can fix that. Damn, too old for that shit. Farm All Danzel here, just giving you a trip through nostalgia on a few old bikes. What we've got right here is a 1975 Honda Sabre 750. Sitting right over here under all them exhaust pipes and such is the motor for it. Supposed to be a running motor. It's a 750 CB 75 model. What we have here is a rigid frame chopper set up for a Honda CB 750 75 model. It's been raked, peanut tank. It's all ready to go. Just needs a whole lot of shit, that's all. But there's a CB 750 motor sitting right over there in the shop. It'll sit right in this old rigid frame right here. This was a whole project bought from somebody that gave up. Alright, train, come on by. Bought this thing for about $75. 2 bikes, motor, a lot of exhaust. Extra motor busted up. Lots of parts. People give up too damn easy. But there it is. Another nice old relic saved. CB 750 neck. CB 750 motor mounts. It's ready to go. Ready to go. And there you go. Rusty ass fender to go along with the project. Cool. Parmall Danzel sound and off. Here we go. What we have here is a 1984 Honda Sabre 700. This is another acquired project that was picked up for nothing on account of somebody gave up. But there it is, 74 Sabre. And in this corner we have a lightweight Harley. This is a 1971 Harley. I've got an S&H stamp book that says it can be had for 77 books of stamps. It's all here. It ain't froze up, but who knows how long it's been since it ran. Right over next to it, got a GPZ 550 Kawasaki. This bike ran well. Went up the road and back one day and it hadn't started since. Ain't quite figured it out yet. 1982 model. Pretty nice old bike. Right next to it, we've got a 1957 Harley. This one runs pretty good. It's got a flat tire. We'd have it out running up and down the damn road with this monster. Got a variety of parts all up in here. That's one thing we ain't short of is motorcycle parts. Come right down across this table. Look at all these Springer parts, lights, Harley parts. Of course, you know, if you got a big pile of parts, they gotta be Harley parts. I'll take you right down here. This is a Yamaha 650. I think somewhere in the early 70s. I'm not for sure. I don't remember. Right next to it, this is a 535. That was a Virago 535 right there. Pretty nice old engine. That's a running engine, by the way. Right next to it, we've got a 1982 Honda. I forget what this sumbitch is. It's a big ass. Big old Honda, runs good. fun to ride. Flat and get after it. 1982. 1982 is what this one is. We should see if the motor will fit in that hardtail. That'd be a sweet ride.